Welcome back, guys. Today we're talking about the best-selling Pokemon sets for me through my website, maxpacks.com. Some of these might be a little surprising. For those that don't know, we didn't really sell English until what is it? Mega Dream? No, not Mega Dream. Dum Dum. That's Japanese. We didn't really sell English until Mega Evolution's base set, if it even is a base set. I believe we sold like 4 Destined Rivals booster bundles just because we didn't get anything meaningful with Destined Rivals, which, sad face, but I didn't have the Connect. I just kind of started getting the Connect. I think I got a booster box from him then too, but I just kept that for myself, which was a great idea because I would have just quick flip that like I quick flip all the other English stuff for very small amount and just, yeah, churn, just the churn. So with that being said, the number one best selling Japanese Pokemon card set on my website, and this really should not be any bit of a shocker, was Terrastal Festival, which is basically Prismatic Evolutions. And I sold, well, I believe I have one left. I've sold 69 boxes on the dot of Terrastal Festival in the year of 2025. Nice. 69, nice. And honestly, like, it makes sense. I was doing Whatnot at the time, ripping ships, Whatnot. Whatnot doesn't really work out with Japanese stuff, especially when you're trying to get a fixed margin. So I would try to put my fixed margin in there so I would at least break even. And it was just so hard to get people to bid on stuff. It was hard to just get people to buy boxes just because it's so expensive. You're adding your 10% and then they're going to take another 12 to 13 or 14% fees on top of that. So now you're basically marking up by 25%. And it just didn't really work out well for me. And that's okay. It's not really, I like doing it, and Terrastal Festival is probably the funnest rip I've ever had in my life. Like, you just get, it's just like constant dopamine hitting you. Honestly, it's not quite like playing video games, but man, it was just a constant dopamine hit after, you get these EXs, you get a Master Ball, and then SAR or Secret Rare, and it's like, whoa. And then you get a demigod pack, and you're like, yo, the hype is real, and only OGs remember that, the demigod pack. Yeah, you're an OG if you remember that one, that's for sure. But yeah, it was just a very fun rip experience, and it was just a great time. So Terrastal Festival, not a surprise for me. The next best, and this is kind of a surprise because the sentiment towards this set has been very negative, and that's Heatwave Arena. I sold 53 boxes of Heatwave Arena, and I want to say I still have a box or 2 left. And if the price is right, I'll probably restock it. Same thing with Terrastal Festival. If the price is right, I'll restock them to get more, whatever it is. But 53 boxes, and people don't even like the set anymore. I don't understand why. It's literally half of Destined Rivals. You have some pretty good cards in there. And again, I was doing the Whatnot rip and ships then, and it was just a fun rip at the time. People just bought boxes, and yeah, it was a fun time. Mostly it was my friends that were buying boxes, but hey, it's still a good time. And that is definitely a surprise to me. Heatwave Arena selling that much, definitely. And by the way, you'll find out. If you've stayed this long, you'll find out that I'm a very small store. Like, these box amounts are very, very minuscule. So the rest aren't going to be in order. Team Rocket, which this kind of surprised me. I really like the set. Again, half of Destined Rivals. I have 34 on the list. I bought 34. But I have 9 stash because I bought them too expensive in the market crash, and they're just thrown in the closet just as a, hey, maybe one day they go up in value, and the market price for them right now isn't too low from where I bought them, but it kind of is what it is. I don't really like taking L's. I don't like taking losses. That's not a good business tactic, so I'm not going to do it. Battle Partners. For some reason, I remember Battle Partners being more popular than this, but 21, I feel like that's really low. Again, when I first started out, my bookkeeping was pretty piss poor. And so some of these numbers might be a little off, but 21 seems a little low for Battle Partners, but 21 it is. Shiny Treasure, I had 13 boxes, and again, this kind of came out before 2025, and it just got really expensive when it got popular. And for the most part, those were just stuff that I bought really cheap. By the way, Shiny Treasure you could have gotten for like $10 from TikTok Shop a long time ago. And yeah, if you slept on that, damn, that sucks. 151 Japanese booster boxes, I've sold like 3. And I mean, I have more stashed, but I've sold 3 in 2025. It's just too expensive in my opinion. I've sold a couple booster packs from it, and it's just too expensive. People want the English 151 until it, doubles and triples in values in April. I think April it goes out of rotation. So until then, Japanese isn't going to be as popular, which is fine. Black Bolt, I've sold 35 boxes, and Black Bolt is a very popular set in English and Japanese. If you're a vendor, it's popular. If you're not a vendor, if you're a vendor, the singles are popular. And Japanese, it's basically the same thing. White Flare, I've sold 4 less boxes at 31. And again, same deal. It's just a very popular set. There's no other thing. There's nothing else to say. There's just popular sets. Mega Brave, again, super popular set. I sold 39. Maybe I shouldn't say super popular, but I sold 39 of those. And Mega Symphonia, I've sold 39. I'm actually out of Mega Brave, but I do have a couple more boxes of Mega Symphonia. They were decent sellers. They weren't too bad. I really can't say anything bad about them. The PC promo boxes, that's your Hiroshima, and I can't pronounce the other two ones, like Fukoa or something like that, and Tokua. I don't know. I'm not Japanese. I can't speak the language. But I only sold 24 of those, and I'm very thankful I didn't sell anymore because I lost my butt off on all of those. For those of you that don't know, a little backstory on that. Trump decided to get rid of the de minimis, it was called the de minimis rule, where if you ordered under $800 in a order, you didn't have to pay tariffs. And Trump just decided to get rid of that in like whatever. I think it was 3 weeks, 30 days, something like that. And so the 10% profit margin I was taking, well, now you're automatically taking an L because there's a 15% tariff, but your 15% tariff is really more like 20% because there's collection fees and agent fees and then, whatever. So now I'm already taking the L because I made a smaller order, already prepaid for it and everything. And now I'm going to owe 15%, 20% tariffs, and I only was making 10%. So I'm losing 10%, and then the processing fee, which was another 3%, and then I didn't know how to ship the boxes. I didn't know the size of the boxes, so I had to order special boxes, and I took a major L on shipping them, and it was just a huge nightmare. So in reality, I probably lost like 25 to 30% per box, and that was just a bad business idea. And that's when I learned don't do pre-orders, because who would have guessed that was going to happen? Not me. Yeah, just don't do it. It's not worth it. But the customers I'm sure they're all happy. I don't know if any of them bought from me again, but I honored my side of the contract, and that's all I can really say. I can sleep good at night knowing I did the right thing. Next we have Inferno X, and Inferno X really did not sell that great for me. I'm surprised it's as expensive as it is still, being that it's just Charizard or bust, and then the Don. Maybe it's the Don, because waifu is more expensive in Japanese. Maybe that's it. Honestly, that's probably it, because the Don is more than likely $100+ card in Japanese. Without looking it up, I would say it's probably like 100 something. So that's probably why it's as pricey as it is in Japanese right now. And it sells all right. It's nothing crazy, but it sells all right. But I've only sold 18 of those. And yeah, it is what it is. Maybe there was just too many releases all at once because they've been doing that a lot. I'm not 100% sure. Mega Dream has been fantastic. I think I still have something like 10 boxes roughly left, and I've sold 50 of them. And I know other people were like, DJ's Poke Center especially, he's like, yeah, I bought a case, sold it, bought a second case, and now I'm stuck with it, or I have to take an L. You know, there was a couple boxes. To be quite fair, I've not taken an L on any of these. These basically have all sold locally, like cash in hand. I might have sold a handful through the website. It kind of is what it is, but locally, these move like butter. Like they're going like crazy. And yeah, there was a couple of them where I had to sell for like $2 or $3 profit each, and then just, you know, buy again, because the market price on these the market price on these suckers just took a tumble. And I would have never thought that in a million years, because it's genuinely a great set, and it's super popular. It is super popular. It's a great set, but for whatever reason, that market price just tumbled. And I think they already did their first reprint, so I'd expect probably another one or two sometime in the next couple months. But it's still like, for what's in that set and how popular it is pretty cheap. Not gonna lie, it is pretty cheap. And to have like, now if I had, to be fair, if I had to sell those all on the website, I would have lost money, because $2 after processing fees and shipping and all of that, like, yeah, you're losing money. There's no margin. You're lucky to break even or make a couple cents off of your shipping. But because I've established myself locally, and there's a lot of people locally that buy off of me, I'm okay. You know, if I can only make $2 off of it, I'm churning. $2, you know, if you can, I've sold 50 boxes, $2 a box, I made $100. Granted, I didn't make $2 a box on all of them. I actually hit profit margins on most of them. So, yeah, it's a good set. It's popular. It's just the market price tanked too fast to really catch up or keep up, I guess. Yeah. Now, English. I said it before, I sold like 4 Destined Rivals booster bundles, which I didn't even keep that on the list. Everybody knows Destined Rivals, I just didn't have any. Mega Evolution base, I had 10 booster boxes, and I sold all 10 of those. Mega Evolution, surprisingly, it's got depth, but to me, it's lacking a true number one chase card. Like, you know, you have the Mewtwo for Destined Rivals, you have the Magikarp for Paldea Evolved, you have the Umbreon for Prismatic, you have the Pikachu for Surging Sparks, Greninja for Twilight, but there's no, wow, I need this card. It's like, they're pretty good, you know what I mean? But that sold pretty well. I had a couple other products with that, like ETBs and bundles, and they sold just as fast. Like, they were good. That was fantastic. I wish I could get more English stuff at a good price, because it goes, and I'm okay taking, you know, my little 10% on top of it, and just, that's fine. Customers are happy. One of my Discord members, shout out to Dobby if you watch this, he pulled the gold Lucario and sold it for like, I think he sold it for like $900 or something around there, or $700, and so he made out like a bandit. He bought 1 ETB. That's it. Phantasmal Flames, 7 booster boxes, and the first wave sold out very fast, and I was not cheap for Phantasmal Flames booster boxes, that's for sure. I was definitely not cheap, and it sold really fast. The second wave, I was pretty cheap, and it took a couple days to sell out, and that's fine. Like I said, the beginning, I'm a very small store, so 7 booster boxes, which I had to pay secondhand for. I'm not complaining. I'm happy to have met my connect and everything. But for that to take a couple days to sell out, it's a little crazy in my opinion. But, you know, market price recovered the last I think it was 1 or 2 sold probably as soon as the market started pumping back up on it. And yeah, I mean, Phantasmal's popular because the Charizard. That's it. So, number 1, Terrastal Festival. Number 2, Heatwave Arena. And number 3 right now is Mega Dream, which literally just released. That's how popular that is. That's insane. Anyway, head on over to the website, maxpacks.com, where you can help my numbers out, buy some booster boxes. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for supporting. Happy 2020. Happy 2026. Good luck with your 2026. I'll see you guys on the next video.